momentum and spirit going as you keep going through this season?
I think just continuing to focus on what we've been focusing on is that's just trying to string wins together and trying to get better as a team and learn from each game. So I think regardless of your record, that's got to be your mindset throughout the whole year.
When y'all were down there 2-8, were you thinking y'all could get back to 500 as quickly as you've been able to do it? I mean, obviously you're trying to get there, but are you surprised you've been able to do it as fast as you did?
No, I think everybody on this team believed and knew what level we could play at, and I think we still have levels to get to. So I don't think anybody's surprised that we're able to be back where we are.
What encourages you about the way you guys have been playing over the last week, 2 weeks, that you think is sustainable?
I think we've just really done a better job of coming together more and throughout games. When there is some adversity or teams go on a run, in the past sometimes we haven't come together. Basically, we've kind of tried to do things on our own instead of doing it collectively. And so I've just been proud of how we've been able to do that and to get wins. Because these past, I don't know how many games in a row, we've been up 15, I feel like, and then teams have made runs. So being able to respond and still come away with wins.
Is that sort of the next step to do? Because you're right, earlier in the year, if things slipped away, they stayed away. It's
Yep.
a 2-9 record. Now the runs are stopping. Is that the next part, is if it is a 15, 20-point lead, to just either maintain and or increase?
Yeah, absolutely. Just keeping those 48 minutes, playing 48 minutes, and starting halves well, finishing quarters well, so that 15-point first half lead finishes with 25, 30-point win.
Is there any, as time has gone on, has there been any clarity to some of the third quarter issues? I mean, Miami had started well.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's sort of been a particular trend throughout the years.
Yeah.
Is that third quarter?
Yeah, I think just our readiness and not just being relaxed. I think just picking up where we left off in the first half and staying sharp and executing well from the jump right away in the third quarter, because that's the chance you have to put teams away. So just trying to do better with that.
I think Miami, you had a pick and pop through with Dame a couple minutes into the third quarter, and then you don't take a shot again until 2 or 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We all know how confident you are as a shooter, but you mentioned not trying to do too much. Like for you, your job is a space floor, make sure your hands are ready, you can shoot. How do you try to, as you see things going wrong, not press and try to think, well, I got to run off the screen, or I got to run to the ball. Like I just need to continue to do my job.
Just playing the game and playing to win. You should be fine playing 48 minutes and not shooting one shot because you did what you're supposed to and you just didn't get a shot, but the team won. And so just staying in the game of how do I need to execute, what do I need to do, and then when shots come, shooting with confidence, really. So just always focusing on being present and then finding solutions, being proactive.
Obviously, this is the second year with Dame. There's been games where Chris was available or Giannis. What does that feel like, I guess, on court when he's sort of looks like that guy from years past? You know what I mean? His role's a little bit different here, but to hit 6 threes in a quarter and to do that, I guess. What does that feel like, spacing-wise, court-wise, when that's happening?
Yeah, I think, he's just doing what he does, and we get to witness it. But I think you saw in Miami as the game went on how the defense adjusted to it, and then that's where the rest of us, whoever's out there, has to do a great job of they're going to force him to get the ball out of his hands and being where we need to be so that the rest 4 of us can either get open 3 or play off that advantage. And so I think that's another area of getting sharper with that. If it is games with just Dame, knowing what teams are probably going to do. So we learned from that in Miami. I learned from that in Miami. But, he draws so much attention, so there's going to be shots for other people, after he hits 6 and a quarter or whatever it is.
You've been a part of the actions at times and not, but late in games you guys have messed up a couple switches, like Manny and then the against the Pistons. I guess just as you've seen it, what is maybe going on in those situations that you guys are having mistakes, and how do you improve those?
Yeah, I think one is communication, always communicating, and just being more physical and being connected with guys, like touching them at the end of the game so that most of the time we are going to switch before it gets in and taking your guy to the switch and being physical with that. And so there's just been a few areas where we've been off the body a little bit, which just makes it harder. So we've watched that, and, we got to be better with it at the end of games.
Thanks, AJ.
Yep, thank you, guys.